Well, Brazil, many would argue, is the world's most prominent footballing nation, and here is one of its most prominent football fixtures. Palmeiras against Sao Paulo. A game with huge consequences. It's always been a hostile game from right back in the early part of the 20th century. It's how we expect it to be, and there are many ready to invest hugely in it. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
What are you making of this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, this system, Peter, allows for a really expansive passing game. If your centre-backs can play, then you see lots of diagonal switches to the wing-backs, and it all makes for a stylish, attractive bundle. However, its biggest weakness are those gaps between centre-backs and wing-backs, and with quick enough movement from the opposition, that can cause lots of trouble.
We have already started here. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. back to the goalkeeper. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I think it's hard not to reference this guy, Vitor Roque, because to me, he seems to be like a tube of glue, simply because everything that's played into him just sticks, and nothing seems to kind of go bouncing away off him. And because of that, he's able to get many of his teammates higher up the pitch.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Lucas Moura. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shot a goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Stood up well to him there. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, there's a probing ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
So we're still where we started right now. Distributed tidily. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And he's managed to get rid. Sao Paulo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Big header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Palmeiras really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
He's picked his way through, and the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that should get the job done. Can he get onto this? Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And it's Oscar. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oscar. Well, they can break here. Vitor Roque. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Floated through. It could be Oscar! And he comes up trumps again.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see.
Sao Paulo have their second corner now. Climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Lucas Moura. And it's Lucas Moura. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. He is just caressing the ball. Great chance! Goal! Sao Paulo! And Sao Paulo score first. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Sao Paulo have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Can he put it away? It's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Sao Paulo are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much...
Well, hello and welcome to all of you right around the world for our live coverage of what I'm certain will be an enthralling encounter as two of the grand institutions in Brazil meet. The official line is that this is not the biggest or most glamorous permutation of the many intra-city clashes, but my word, it counts for a lot nevertheless. Needless to say, both sides, Corinthians and Sao Paulo, are amongst the most well-supported clubs in Brazil, and the scenes in the stands here certainly attest to that. It is highly charged, cacophonous, and very, very expectant. Well, this is one of the newer of the major venues here in Sao Paulo, built, of course, in time for 2014. It is the Neoquímica Arena. Once again, Sao Paulo, a city of divided allegiances. Well, wherever you are, I trust you are braced for an assault on your senses as we bring you a derby game considered to be amongst the greatest in Brazil. Corinthians against Sao Paulo, both clubs big on pedigree. Historically, most of the facts and figures favour Corinthians, but it is unwise to take anything for granted in this game. It is a highly energised atmosphere, and you can't expect anything less than a highly charged game. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years, and this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. Once again, Sao Paulo, a city of divided allegiances, a concept in no way alien to the man in our expert seat, Jim.
Well, Peter, I would say that this is without doubt one of the more notable rivalries you will see in the Latin American continent. Mainly thanks to the way Brazilian football is structured. Sao Paulo, the most popular supported club in Brazil, and then you have Corinthians, the club seen as championing the local cause. How appropriate is it then that this is called the Majestic Derby?
We have already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. He shifted it to the flank. Oscar going full steam ahead down the left flank. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Sao Paulo with the corner, there first. And now they can spring out of defence. Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, well played. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, what a climb! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Cedric Suarez. Oh, that's a key interception.
Corinthians clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it? Well, Oscar! Oh, it's come loose, and it's come back out to him. He's got away with one there.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
He won't be happy with that one.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Aim forwards. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. And he's had it nicked away. 15 minutes till half-time. Played back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Can he latch on to this? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Here it comes. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Oscar. That's a good run down the left. He's found a way through. Turns and goes back. Can he put it away? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Chooses to go cross-field. No, he's not getting his way this time.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
That's really well manoeuvred. No, that's been intercepted. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substituição.
And the action is back on the way. So the first half brought no goals. Lucas Moura does well to get it back. That's a little off target. Sao Paulo do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well, they could break here, and he's managed to get free. The fullback is in acres of space here. He's cut it out. And the shot! He's got a goal! The second half sparked straight into life. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Camisa 6.
Corinthians have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Sao Paulo still behind thanks to that solitary strike.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Can he get onto this? Referee has just said play on. Oscar.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, that's a fine interception. Sao Paulo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Oscar.
Camisa 77.
That's beautifully weighted. It's Lucas Moura! Sticks it away! Do not write them off! Back they come!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Aos 27 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 7.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, there's a great ebb and flow to this clash, and it's above all expectations for me.
He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Chooses to go back. Forwards and with intent. 75 minutes played. Stood up well to him there.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Opens up big! Goal! Corinthians! And again they hit the front.
Corinthians clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Corinthians get themselves into the lead.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows, so concentration is key from here.
It's a goal kick. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura. He's picked his way through.
Sao Paulo have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Oh, he's onto this. Oh, shooting chance! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. He rises! He scored! And with that goal comes comfort. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Corinthians could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. That's that, the end. Sao Paulo perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide... A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, lie on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. And as you can see, we've already started here. Everton, no, he's not getting past him there. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Floated through. Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, the ball's run loose here. The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Lucas Moura. That is good alertness. De Arrascaeta. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Antonio. And it's Oscar. This might spell danger. Hits one! Goal! Sao Paulo! And Sao Paulo score first. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Camisa 10.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough. And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Everton. Lucas Moura. Oscar. This is promising. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Flamengo looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Everton. And it's Oscar. Cedric Suarez. Now Marcos Antonio. Everton. Pulgar. Luis Araujo. Everton. Oscar, who does have an assist to his name. And he's on a charge. Oscar. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pulgar. That's De Arrascaeta. Pinches it off him. Stood up well to him there. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming. Sao Paulo can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Antonio. Cedric Suarez. And it's Lucas Moura. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Pulgar. De Arrascaeta.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That'll be a throw-in.